So this is a little Filmora tutorial on how to create like slideshows, really quickly create like slideshow presentations in Filmora with static images. What you want to do is you want to take like your first image or your starter screen image, you want to drag it down. Images have a default duration. You could change that by either opening up the duration by right-clicking and clicking duration. You can increase the duration, you could decrease it. You could also simply drag and increase the duration or decrease it on the timeline. Typically what you want to do is if you want to start your voiceover work, you're going to do Alt-R, or you can go into File and say Record Media and record voiceover. Alt-R is faster. Start the voiceover recording. Take as much time you need to do your introduction, then stop, and then you'll have the audio track that shows up, and then you just adjust the length of your title to match it. Then you start with your second slide and match that up. Do your second audio recording, adjust the length as you need to match your second audio recording, and finish for all the slides in your deck. Then what you want to do is you want to probably do some fancy transitions. You could go into the transitions and look up some default transmissions that come with Filmora. Typically, I like doing orbit, I like doing, warp zoom, various things like that. But you could take your pick on which transitions you want to do, drag them on the timeline, and you want to drag them halfway between the previous and the next image, so that way it transitions from one image to another. If you put a transition at the end of an image or at the beginning of an image, then it only applies to the one image. It basically shows where the effect applies. Typically, I like doing it in between so that it shows both of the images in the effect and it applies to both images. But you can play with different effects as well. The other things you could do is if you need to add bullet points, you just simply go into titles, typically choose what font you want. I usually use lower thirds or just generic titles, or sometimes just plain text, and you drag plain text out there, and then you click on the plain text, open it up, choose your style of text, you choose your font, you apply what you want to apply to it, make your bullet points, and basically place it where you want on the image. I tend to like ones that stand out with borders, although you could control the border color however you want it as well. But you got a lot of options with the text and the font size there. So, and then I would just keep layering slide after slide after slide, and that's how you basically build like a slideshow presentation with Filmora.